Yo, what's going on? This is David. Welcome back to the channel. As always, remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I really appreciate it. Let me get back to the full screen here. Help the channel grow. This is episode 6, Stock Talk Late Night. We don't have no agenda tonight. We're gonna get right into it. As always, I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. But this is episode 6, Stock Talk Late Night. But we're just gonna get into the stock market and see what's going on, man. See what's going on. Is it a mess or is this a test? We're gonna find out. We're gonna look at a couple things tonight. What's going on, Neo? Appreciate you joining in, tapping in. Nah, man. Not a financial wizard, man. I'm trying to navigate this thing just like everybody else. Trying to find different ways to get it in. So, did a couple things today that I haven't done in a while. Jump back in the options game. With calls and puts. Hit a couple. Well, not a couple. Hit a put today. Did a put. Did a cover call today, but that's normal. So, just finding other ways to make a little money in this crazy market. So, man, I ain't gonna hold you. Let's jump right in. Oh man, options. Yeah. So, hey, options still scare me too. So, and actually today I did my first options trade on Moomoo because I usually do my options calls and puts I've done on Robinhood in the past, but I'm not doing too many trades on Robinhood anymore. My cover calls I do on Fidelity. So I did do a cover call today, but I did a put today. I did a spot put, man. Did a spot put, hit about 36% and got up out of there. Had a trailing stop loss and, just got out of there, man, and, with profit. So that used to be my downfall, is not knowing how to exit trades and not having those stop losses put. So stop losses in place. So I said, if I'm gonna jump back into calls and puts, I gotta have that exit strategy, that exit plan in place. So worked out today. We'll see what happens in the future. I can't promise that everything will turn out the way it did. So, but let me see here. Let's jump right into the market here. See what's going on. Jump right into the Dow, and we see the Dow was up. Squeaked. Well, I ain't gonna say squeak, but it was up 159 points today. Over the last week, the Dow is down 1.79%, down 794 points. Year to date, we are up 2.53% on the Dow. So, even with the craziness in the market, the Dow is up 2.53% year to date. Let's take a look at the S&P because we are back below 6,000. So I'm not sure if that's a cause for concern. We'll see. But over the last week, the S&P is down 2%, 160 points. Year to date, but the S&P is still up year to date, 1.25%. But sitting at 5,955.25, and over the last month, S&P is down almost 1%. So, is it a cause for concern? What do you or just a slight pullback? Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. Down today, 260 points, 1.35%. Over the last week, the NASDAQ is down 4.76%, down 951 points. And year to date, the NASDAQ is down 1.47%, 284 points. And I ain't gonna lie, I hate to see the NASDAQ down because that's kind of where still the bulk of my portfolio is, heavily in the NASDAQ. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little concerned. So S&P down 188 points. That is a dip. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure because I don't know, for some reason I just have an uneasy feeling just have an uneasy feeling in the market right now. I'm not sure how you guys feel, but the S&P down, just down 2% in the last week alone. I don't know. Like I said, is this a test or is it a mess? I kind of think it's a little mess going on, man. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have, you know, when you in the market for a while, you see pullbacks all the time, but just something is not sitting right with me right now. Um, we're still kind of a wait and see. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a 2022 return this year. Oof. And 2022 was rough, man. That was rough, especially on that Nasdaq. That was a down year, and I don't want to remember too much about 2022. It wasn't good at all. Now we did recover really well in 2023 and 2024, so I'm hoping. First of all, I'm hoping that we don't see that type of year this year. Maybe just some tough times. No matter like, no matter who's in office, like I don't root against the market. I want the market to continue to be strong and go up over time. So, what's going on, Lisa? See, should people be buying their ETF positions? Uh, I think you probably should always be buying ETFs, right? Strong, solid ETFs, your VOOs, your VTIs. You know, I don't think there's. I personally don't think there's a bad time to be buying ETFs. I'm not sure if you're saying should we leave the individual stocks alone and focus on the ETFs. That may be maybe a smart thing to do. So I wouldn't. I'd never say not to buy ETFs because I'm always buying ETFs. So can we have another plus 24% this year? Oh, don't hold your breath on that one. I think it's going to be some things that needs to change throughout the year for us to turn it around. But it's still early. It's still February. Early in the year, and let's see, the S&P year to date up 1% right now. So got some work to do if we're going to get that third straight year of 20% or above. So, but the S&P is still up 1.25% on the year, up uh, 73 points. But we have some work to do. We have some work to do for sure. So we say last month down 1%. Yeah. Still over the last 6 months, we're up 6%. Over the last year, still up 17%. That percentage is coming down though. It's coming down, but we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little nervous right now. I don't want to see a repeat of 2022. Um, you know, we maybe due for a pullback this year. Hopefully, it's not anything that's too major. But let me know what you guys think. What do you got? What are your thoughts on the market? How you feel it's going to go this year? You think we're going to be in the red this year? Maybe a 5 to 10% return positive for the year, 10 to 15%, or do you think we'll hit 20% again on the S&P this year? What do you guys think in the chat? Said the ball never hits. Ball on the roulette table never hits the same color 3 times in a row. You're right about that. Here's the average down in your positions. Yep. I agree. I agree. To be turn put a positive spin on it this year, even if the market is down, it's a chance for you to really build up on some of those positions. And I'm looking at some of my, especially some of my high risk positions. They're down big time, but I look at it as a opportunity to build up on those at a low price. So I'm always going to be positive. Like I've seen many downs. Well, I ain't gonna say many downs. I've seen a couple of down years over the years. So you know, it's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen for sure, for sure. But I think that I I'm looking to be positive, maybe on the 10%, maybe the 10% positive for the year. We'll see. So you're gonna make an effort to buy SPYG consistently this year, yeah? Me too. Me too. Yeah, me too. Let's see here. If the market does go down, how far do you think it could possibly go? So I think the market can go down. It can go down pretty hard if if the confidence is not there in the market. It can definitely go down pretty hard this year. But see here. All right, what else we got going on here? What else we got going on? Let's see. Give me some positions that you guys are watching. We talked about SPYG. Let's take a look. That's a S&P position. Let's see what we're looking at here. Let's see here. QQQM. Hey guys, hold on for 1 second. I'm gonna drop off for 1 second. I gotta give me 1 second here. All right, I'm back. My son was having issues getting into the house. I don't know what's wrong with these kids, but Lisa says, "Don't stop investing for sure. For sure, keep investing." Let's see. What's up with Sophie? Catching FOMO? Let's take a look at Sophie. Let's see what's going on. Let's take a look at Sophie. Sophie's at 1392. Oh, let's see. Over the last week, SoFi is down. Let's see here. Let's take a look here. Sophie's at 1392, down 3% today. Over the last week, down 16.8%. And I'm gonna be honest, I've had Sophie before in my portfolio, and to me, Sophie is just unpredictable. You think it actually has been running up uh, over the last month or so. Still, let me see, over the last month, still, no, actually, it's been down over the last month. Let's say over the last 6 months, up 81% over the last 6 months. That's $6. But I've never been. I had a nice position in Sophie at one point, but I don't know. I just haven't quite put my finger on it as far as a long term hold because I just feel like at any moment it can be back down in the $4 or $5 range. It can shoot up, which would be great for swing trading or maybe option plays. But for some reason it finds its way back down. Less than $10, less than $5, or $7 or $8. So, as a long term investor, I've never been like strong on so far. So not my thing. What else? What else do you guys watch? QQQM. Yep, I have QQQM in my Robinhood portfolio. I do invest in it every week, small amount, but I do invest in it. I think with the Nasdaq looking to have a nice pullback or down year, we'll see. Uh, QQQM is definitely a position that I'm going to focus on this year. You see, over the last week, it's down 4.66% over the last month. Pretty flat, pretty flat. And year to date, up 0.44%. So QQQM, which is a cheaper version of QQQ, and probably better with the expense ratio. I know Miss Lisa probably likes QQQM because the expense ratio is probably cheaper than QQQ. I'm sure. Yep. QQQM is definitely one that's going to be on my list to keep investing in for the year, even if there's pullbacks in the market. And let's see, the one that may do some damage is tomorrow, Nvidia. What do you guys think about Nvidia? When is the earnings call? Earnings is earnings tomorrow? Somebody let me know if earnings is tomorrow. Is it tomorrow or Thursday? But you see, Nvidia is currently at 126.63, down today 2.8%. Over the last week, down 9%. Dang, what's going on with Nvidia? Over the last month, still up 6% over the last month. Year to date, down 5.70%. I know a lot of people had high hopes on Nvidia. You see it, it hit almost 150, but since then it's kind of been on a downward trajectory. And like you see, currently trading at 126.63. So, what are you guys' opinion on Nvidia and their earnings? Because that can, honestly, that can swing the market one way or the other. So, what are you guys expecting on their earnings call? Lisa, you are the queen of the expense ratio, because I know if there's an ETF that's doesn't have a good expense ratio, you're not going for it. So for my Nvidia holders, how many of you guys have Nvidia, and what are you adding before the earnings call, or do you think is a wait and see to see what's going to happen? So, Neil said, I think Nvidia is a long term hold anyway. Just keep buying anytime position goes red. Yep. I agree. I agree. I have been buying every week. I kind of slowed down on that, but I want to see what's going to happen after this earnings call, and I'm gonna decide what I want to do with my Nvidia. I have a couple shares. I don't have a big position in Nvidia, but I do have a few shares that I started buying after the split. So, well, I started buying before the split and then kept adding after the split. So, but yeah, we'll wait and see what earnings will do, and I'll come up with a game plan after that. So, what else? What's another one that's been moving the market? Let's see. Where are my Palantir holders? Palantir down 3% today. Now it's at 87.84 over the last week, down 29%. Is this a pullback, or is this a little cause for concern with Palantir? Did it run up a little bit too quickly? We're sitting at $87.84, down 29% over the last week, over the last month, still up 16%, and year to date up 16%. But is this cause for concern when you see it down 29% over the last week, or is this kind of reflecting what's going on in the stock market. What do you guys think? I have a small, very, 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 very small position in Palantir. Um, Nothing that it's going to affect me either way, whether it goes up or down. So, uh, I dropped. But hey, I'm not on that Palantir boat right there. Watching the fly today. Got dropped 25K in the pound at $25 a share. Well, at $25 a share, yeah, I might have been in and out by now for sure. But Palantir, I don't know. I'm not sure. I think that's the kind of wait and see as well. I think it just all depends on which direction this market's going to go. Is this a little, like I said, is this a little slight pullback, or we're going to get hit with something a little bit harder, over the next couple of months. So I'm holding out hope for the market. I'm not going to turn my back on it just yet. I still think that something's good going to come out of it, but my confidence is not that high right now in the short term. Maybe things can change. And all it takes is a couple of good news here, and then the market can turn around. So, and it's not like it's crashed or anything like that. It's just very unpredictable right now. I like a market that's going up steadily. I don't like the down big one day or down big 2 days, and you get one good day up, and then you're down big another day. It's just that kind of takes the wind out the sails. I know my market is. I mean, my portfolio is taking a hit over these last 2 days. I'm not gonna lie. I'm down. I'm down pretty good over this past week. So, but talking about Palantir, let's see. Let's look in on another one. Google. What are you guys thinking about Google? Google's down now to 177.37. Wow, down 2% today. Over the last week, down 4.74%. And over the last month, Google is down 8.46%. Year to date, down 6.86%. What are your thoughts on Google? Is it a buy right now, or should we expect more downturn with the Google position? So um, I'm buying Google when I can, little pieces here and there. I do have, quite a bit of Google, but I just don't know right now what's going on. Yes, I do think it's at a good price right now though. 177.37. I think it's at a good price, but I don't expect it to be there too. Like I don't even know. Like it's just a lot of uncertainty in the market, so I can't say if it'll go down even further. I do think it's a good price compared to where it was at. Like I said, I do have Google. I'm buying when I can. Um, I if the market turns around this year, I can see Google definitely getting back over 200. Your Googles and your Amazons. It doesn't take much to get those kind of pumping and going, but it's just kind of you just kind of have to see what's going on in the market. Have I disclosed my portfolio? It depends on which one. I show my Robinhood portfolio all the time. Um, I've shown my ETF portfolio. Actually, I haven't done a video on my ETF portfolio in a while, so I probably need to throw one out there. But I actually have several portfolios, so that's why my big portfolios I probably haven't disclosed, but I did a full breakdown a few months ago of my portfolio. But the portfolios are subject to change. My main positions don't really change. The Apples, the Google, the Amazons. I'm not selling out of any any of those anytime soon. But smaller portfolios, I do make adjustments to here and there. So but I have quite a few portfolios. Most of them in my Fidelity account. Like I said, my Robinhood portfolio I show all the time. We may take a look at it tonight. I don't know. It's not looking too good right now, for sure. But that's part of the game. No running from it. Yeah. Actually, let's what else we want to look at? Let's take a look at Apple before we jump into that though. Let's take a look at Apple. For all the negative talk about Apple, it seems like Apple's been holding strong with all the activity that's been going on in the market. Still like it was kind of flat today over the last week, up almost 1%. Uh, Year to date, Apple is down though 1.35%. And over the last month, Apple's had a strong month, up 7.47% over the last month. So, you know how I feel about Apple. We worked real hard at getting 100 shares of Apple last year. So, um, yeah, I'll keep investing in Apple, and we doing cover calls on Apple to earn some extra income. So, you know how I feel about Apple. I think everybody should have Apple. You know, they keep saying about the same iPhone or whatever the case may be. Apple seems to find a way to navigate through the tough times in the market. And I think sitting at $247 right now, still pretty strong. And like I said, even with the crazy volatility going on in the market, over the last month, Apple's still up 7.47%. So if you don't own any Apple, some people ETF buyers, some are individual stock buyers. But if you are in the individual stocks, I still think Apple, Microsoft, those stocks are must have. So let's take a look at Microsoft. We don't talk about Microsoft too much. Microsoft down today 1.5%. Over the last week, down 2.6%. Over the last month, Microsoft taking a hit, down 8%. And year to date, Microsoft down 5.6%. Oh, maybe a good time. Maybe a good time to pick up, so do some dollar cost averaging into Microsoft. But like I said, man, I'm just not sure what direction the market is going in right now. I don't, you know, just an uneasy feeling, and I don't mind pullbacks in the market. I just don't like uncertainty of what's going on. So that's my whole thing. You know, every couple of years you're going to get a pullback. That's just how it is. But I don't want to see a repeat of 2022 when we were down 20%. Even though if you played your cards right, you stayed true to course in 2022, um, you would have, you'll be back stronger than ever after what happened in 2023 and 2024. Even at that crazy time frame around COVID in 2020, when the market dropped pretty quickly, if you stayed true, to course, by the end of that year, you were back on task. So, yeah. I think it's gonna be tough. I think it's gonna be tough as well, man. Just how tough, I think it's gonna be rocky. It's gonna be rocky this year. I'm hoping we can find some footing and get back going, but just never know. Let's take a look at the VIX. I don't look at the VIX too often. I know some people, especially traders, like to look at that VIX. And 19.43. Not bad. Not bad. Low VIX is less volatility, right? When you start seeing that VIX, you see it's up 21% over the last week. Kind of, lets you know it's some rocky times going on with the volatility in the market. So I like to see a low VIX. Yeah, definitely. It's a year to date, but yeah, I like to see that come down some for sure. it's over the last week starting to pick up, kind of see what's going on in the market. So it reflects in the VIX for sure. And let's take a look at the good old trusty Amazon sitting at 212.80. And Amazon's been taking a hit for sure. Over the last week, you see it's down 5%. Over the last month, down 9%, 22 points down over the last month. And I do have quite a bit of Amazon. So, like I said, I like to see, I don't say I like to see, but I understand slight pullbacks. I'm not big on 9%, 10% pullbacks, in a month's time. Just being honest. Year to date, down 3%. So, y'all just, this NASDAQ, man, is just going to, this NASDAQ is just going to, might take one on the chin this year, the NASDAQ and the S&P maybe. The thing about it, when the NASDAQ gets hit, it get hit hard. So, you know, that 2022 was rough on the NASDAQ. Since then I've been kind of trying to spread the wealth over, back in the ETFs, the S&Ps and stuff like that, because I got hit hard on 2022, not gonna lie. But the recovery was great. 2023 and 2024, the recovery was great. But you don't like to take those hits if you don't want to. So my option traders, what are you guys trading? Are you trading? Are you doing the SPY? Are you doing futures? If you have a new options trader in the market and this, currently in this market with this volatility, what would you suggest them start off with if you're an options trader? The SPY, QQQ, futures. What's the best way to go if you meet somebody who's looking to trade options right now? Is there a particular stock that you've been racking up on as far as options are concerned? Me personally, I'm dabbling back into the SPY. I did do a put today. Hit 36% on the SPY in just a few minutes on a put. Don't like to do puts often, but hey, that's what the charts said. It was on the 15-minute chart, and I just said let me get a shot. And I actually did that trade on Moomoo. That was my first trade that I did on Moomoo, and we got a quick 36% and got up out of there. And we'll look at it again tomorrow or the next day. We'll see. But I'm just getting my feet back wet with the SPY trading and not doing anything crazy. But yeah. So this go around, I just gotta do better with my stop losses and not holding on to positions for too long and just having an exit plan. So that's what I'm working on now. So Lisa, that's what I had today, a trailing stop loss. So I set that up for the first time in Moomoo, and it got me out the trade. I think I had it at 10% trailing stop, and it exited the trade for me, and I was able to get some profits. So I was good on that. Yeah. So, and I'm still kind of new with the whole trailing stop loss thing, but I'm not going to sit up there and hold these trades like I used to. That's what burnt me on my Robinhood account. I've been fighting to build up that Robinhood ever since then. So, I learned my lesson. So I'm gonna be a little bit more disciplined trader on the few trades that I do take now. So, yeah. But I think the SPY, and then I want to try. I want to work the SPY, then eventually graduate to the SPX with the option trading. So, but that's baby steps, in regards to calls and puts. But I do want to get, I do cover calls, which I'm more familiar with, and I want to grab a couple of leaps this year. Just once I feel comfortable with the market, I do want to grab some long term plays, to hold for a while. So, but yeah, man. What else? What else? Anybody trading QQQ? That QQQ, man, that volatility. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are racking up with that. This one, what I did the spy for. I think that was the year tomorrow's expiration. So I had it for one. It was a 1 day. It wasn't the same day. I had it for tomorrow expiration. But I do want to my leak. I want to do for like 6 months, 8 months, 12 months if I find the right play eventually. But just right now with the spy, I just had a little money to throw in. It wasn't nothing big. It was one contract for that expired on tomorrow. It was out the money, but the market was moving right. It was moving down at the time, so I just called it for a quick little gain, nothing big. Like I said, it was 36%. It was a few minutes while the market was steady going down. Um, I was going in a downward trend. And luckily, I got out because it turned around real quick, and it did. The spy did recover uh, pretty good today, even though I think it finished down. But I think the spy was down $5, $5 or $6 at the time. It went down to $7 down, and then it started to recover. So it's caught a little bit some, but it was way out. It was out the money, so it wasn't. It didn't move crazy or anything like that. I'll take it. I'll take it. We'll try it again tomorrow if something comes up, or the next day. But like I said, just getting my feet back with these option trades and making sure I have those stop losses on to get out when it's time to get out, and not just you know hold on. When I'm coming in with a long term mindset on trades that I should be getting in and out of, that's a battle that I was fighting pretty heavily the last time. So I don't want to fight those. I lost those battles, man. I lost a lot more than I won, or I could say I probably won more than I lost. But when I lost, it was a lot bigger than what I won. So at the end of the day, it's a loss in my book. So just want to have a better plan for trading options this go around. So, but we did pick up. Amazon was up slightly earlier, so I did pick up a cover call option. And with cover call options, you gain the premium right there. So I got a little extra cash right there just to hold on to the side if anything happens. So um, we got a cover call. We got an Apple cover call option that's expiring on Friday. We shouldn't hit that price. I think it's a 252 cover call. I think what we say Apple was trading at. Let's see. So with a cover call, you don't want that price to hit that strike price. Apple's at 247 now. I think my cover call is at 252 that I placed last week. So I should be okay. In the worst case scenario, we can roll it over. If it does come close to strike by Friday, but we'll see. We'll see. But either way, we're going to be looking. If we catch a green day, we're going to try to roll that cover call anyway to earn some more extra income. So, and that's how we play those. I have a Google cover call that I had to roll over a few times because Google was just running, but now I got a 210 strike price, and Google's at, I'm well, I'm nowhere close to it now. So 177.37 because Google has just been tanking. So I'm not, even though that strike price is way out. I mean, the expiration is way out. I'm not worried about it, but I do want to possibly close it out and then kind of start it back up with Google. So that was one of the reasons I wanted to get to 100 shares of Apple, Google, and Amazon, so I can just earn the extra income with the cover calls. So that's my strategy with those, and then use those funds to buy other positions or increase my positions in Apple, Google, or Amazon. So that's kind of the strategy for those. So What else? What else is on you guys' watch list? Any other positions that you're watching right now that we should be aware of? Know what did Neo say earlier? SPYG, which is another S&P position. What else is on you guys' watch list? I need something to look at why these markets are kind of going crazy right now. Nvidia, yep, we're watching. We're waiting on this Nvidia earnings. Yeah, waiting on this Nvidia earnings to see what's going to happen. Let me see if we got an article here that we can look at. And what we'll do here is we'll stop sharing here. We'll go. We'll go here. Let's see what this is talking about. Wall Street braces for Nvidia earnings. Let's see what we're talking about here. So here we go. Nvidia Q4 earnings report set for Wednesday as tariff export control threats loom. So Nvidia will report its highly anticipated fourth quarter earnings after the bell on Wednesday. Analysts and investors will be focused on how much revenue the company generated via its powerful Blackwell line of chips, as well as insights into how the AI giant is navigating the looming threats of tariffs and the potential for further export control on shipments of its processors to China. NVIDIA is the reigning champion of AI chips and is not losing that crown anytime soon. Its chips are the envy of Silicon Valley and beyond, and its competitors still far from overtaking its performance advantage. Big tech companies, Amazon, Google, Meta, and Microsoft are spending billions of dollars building out their AI data centers, and a chunk of that is going straight to NVIDIA. But the graphics processing behemoth is also staring down a number of challenges, such as clients becoming rivals. Also, more efficient AI models like those developed by DeepSeek could push customers to purchase less expensive chips over time. So, what are you guys expecting from NVIDIA earnings on tomorrow? Hmm. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about this. I'm kind of nervous because it's going to affect the market. You know that it's reporting after the bill tomorrow. Thursday could be. You know, you better be ready come Thursday. What's going? What's going on, Christian? Uh, yeah, depending on what happens with Nvidia earnings tomorrow, Thursday could be a buckle up day. You know, it may shoot up, or we may take a turn for the wild side. So let me see here. Yep, yep, yep. Honestly, I have no idea, man. I don't know what Nvidia is going to do. You know, with this market, you know, it's so crazy now that you can have a good earnings report and your you know, future what you call it, your outlook could not, you know, it could miss or not be as good as people think, and the stock can just go the opposite way. So Lisa says him. I don't know too much about him. I don't know too much about him. We're currently trading at $39.86. Took a big hit today, down 22% today. Lisa, is this something that you're currently invested in, or is it something that's on your watch list? See, it's down the last week, down 41%. What's going on with him? So we got him and her shares plunged 22% on concerns over weight loss business. Okay. Let me just click on this real quick here. Hims and Hers shares plunged 22% on concerns over weight loss business and margins. Okay. So you think this something that we may need to look into? Jump in on this pullback after it had a little disappointing earnings, or this might be a nice time if you're interested in this stock to jump in. Over the last month is up 30%. Year to date, still up 64%. Wow, that's crazy, right? Started this year at 24.18, got up to 68.74 just last week, and now hit a little downturn. So this may be a good entry price if you're looking to get in on this stock here. Nice, nice. Appreciate that, Lisa. Let me write that down just to keep my eye on gems. I don't think I have anything that I'm currently just watching right now. Lisa said, "How is your SCHD looking?" Let me pull it up here off camera here. I'm gonna go to my Fidelity just to give you an update on where I'm at on my SCHD. I bought a little bit last week, and so I'm gonna pull it up here just to see, give you an up to date. Currently, I have 107.307 shares of SDHD. We are up 28.94% on the position right now of my SCHD. I do have some SCHD in my son's account as well. Let me take a look and see how much he has right now. He has 22.57 shares. He is up 12.07% on his SCHD. So I'm still adding to my SCHD. Like I said, not as aggressively as I was when I was trying to get to 100 shares. But we're at 107 shares right now of SCHD. So not bad, not bad. We'll keep adding as we can. Christian says KBWD. Let's take a look at KBWD. I'm not familiar, so let's see what it's talking about here. I like high dividend. Okay, this is the financial sector here. And while I got that up, I'm gonna jump over to Yahoo Finance KBWD. Okay. I need to see how much you're paying here. Sitting at 15.43. How often does this pay? Don't sucker me in with the high dividend yield ETFs. I like that. But look, okay, it's a monthly payer. Look like it pays about 0.15, 15 cents a share. That's not bad for a stock that's $15. I'll tell you that right now. You have to write that down. Appreciate that. Let me see. KBWD. Gotcha. I like those monthly payers. JEPQ is my favorite monthly paying ETF, but I like point like 15 cents a share for a stock that's $15. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Appreciate that. Yeah. Man, Neo, I have Misty, to be honest with you. I don't know, man. I think KBWD is let me see. I think it might be something to look into. I'm actually going to look into that. I have Misty, MSTY. And yes, it's so it's taking a hit right now. Let's be honest, right? Because of the whole, crypto fallout right now. But this could be a great time to add, which I will be doing, add into my MSTY position because it does pay a great monthly dividend. Been coming down a little bit lately because the crypto's been coming down, so that's expected. But I'm going to be adding to my MSTY position. Yes, I do have it. And it does provide a lot of bang for your buck for sure. For sure. Let me go back up to the other comment, Neo. Got my kids in STHW, instead of HTTP. Yep, yep. I have some SCHG. My SCHG position has been doing really well for me. So, Lisa says court and snap. Let's take a look at court. Let's see what's going on here. Therapeutics Incorporated 61.23. Over the last week, we're down 17%. Maybe a good entry. Over the last month, up 1%. Year to date, we're looking at 21%. Okay. Yeah, I think I've heard you mention core before. Let me write that down. I don't have anything in that sector therapeutic. Okay. Gotcha. And what else we said? Snap. Yeah, I don't think I've looked at Snap, and it's been a couple of years since I looked at Snap. Snap is at $10.40 over the last week, down 4.76%. Over the last month, down 4%. Year to date, up down 3%. What you think, Lisa? You got confidence in Snap? Think it's a kind of buy it wise? It's getting hit, and you expect a return to prominence. See, it's up over the last 6 months, 10%. Over the last year, it's down. Maybe something to keep an eye on, especially at those prices. I know over the last 5 years, it's down 26%. But yeah, I hadn't looked at Snap in a long time. Gotcha. All right, we are at the 53-minute mark. If you guys, I appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't already, man, definitely hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that notification bell. Every Tuesday and Thursday, we're going to be here with a little stock talk late night. I like the episode tonight. I didn't have any slides or anything. We just getting in here. We just talking and getting right to it. So Thursday night, we're going to do the same thing. So we'll be back 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. That'll be episode 7 on Thursday night. Tell a friend, come in. We can do a little chat, just a little discussion. Look at some positions, go over some watch lists. By that time, Nvidia is going to have their earnings report, so we'll be able to see kind of what direction Nvidia is going in, which direction the market is going in, and go from there. So, but yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hit that like button, hit that share button, and I'll be back on Thursday night to do it all over again. So I will talk to you guys later.